No one asked for this, but once you hear it, you'll wish you never did. The Friday lockdown. It was a slow, uneventful Friday afternoon in my calculus class. 7th period, just one step away from spring break. Everyone was restless, counting the minutes to freedom. Luckily, we didn't have a test that day. Unlike most of my friends in other classes, our teacher, who was pretty laid back, decided to pass the time by playing quiz games with us on Sporkle. We were in the middle of a brand logo quiz when it happened. I still remember. Someone had just answered Adidas. That's when the intercom crackled and the dean's voice cut in, loud and panicked. "This is not a drill. Initiate lockdown immediately." A wave of fear washed over us. Even our easygoing teacher looked rattled as he shut off the lights and urged us to gather in the corner of the room. The usual hum of electronics died out, signaling that the school had cut the power. For a while we sat in eerie silence. Then came the screaming. From the hallway, a man's voice thundered in rage. His footsteps echoed as he ran past classrooms, shouting threats at the top of his lungs. "I'll kill all of you." 2 girls in the class broke into tears, their sobs making it even more terrifying. The banging on lockers grew louder and closer until it reached our door. "Open up!" he screamed, pounding on the door like a madman. One of the girls couldn't hold back and screamed. The banging intensified, but then, just as suddenly as it began, the noise started to fade as he moved down the hall. After what felt like forever, but was maybe 10 minutes, the dean came back over the intercom. He explained that a mentally unstable individual had entered the building and attacked a staff member at the front desk. They weren't sure if he was armed. The most disturbing part, that night, a janitor found the man hiding in a storage closet near the back of the school. Rumor has it there was a .44 Magnum sticking out of his coat pocket. Before the police could arrive, he vanished. No one knows if he was ever caught.
The lunchtime threat. My middle school had 2 lunch periods. 6th graders and some 7s went first. The rest of the 7th and all of 8th graders came after. The lockdown happened during the first lunch on a rainy October day. I was sitting in the cafeteria when I heard 4 loud bangs. At first, I thought it was thunder, but the room exploded with screams as campus security rushed in, yelling at everyone to get into the multi-purpose room. Kids who were in line for food had to throw it away and run inside. The multi-purpose room had massive glass walls, and security quickly covered them with curtains. They stationed staff at every door. We were all anxious, whispering, speculating. My friend Eric managed to get some info from one of the adults. He came back pale-faced. Some guy who lives across from the school. He's mentally unstable, and apparently threatened to kill himself and shoot at cops if he got evicted. Even worse, the man had been seen earlier watching students outside the school. Eric then added, he's a registered sex offender. We were stuck in that room for over an hour. Later, I found out the man lived next door to a friend of mine. She said that just the Halloween before, he had written, "Don't come here or I'll kill you," in blood on his window. Everyone thought it was a Halloween prank. Now we knew it wasn't. The basement encounter. I'm 22 now, recently graduated, and had just started working at my old high school as a tech intern. The job was great. I had a cozy office in the basement, air-conditioned, stocked with snacks, and far from the chaos upstairs. One afternoon, I was enjoying lunch when I got a call from the front office. The school is on lockdown. Someone possibly armed is in the building. I did what I could, turned off the lights and silenced my devices. The basement had no proper door, and the main door didn't even lock. I waited in the dark, texting my coworkers Dave and Gary for updates, but got no reply. About 20 minutes in, I heard the basement door creak open. Heavy footsteps followed. I ducked under the desk, holding my breath. Someone walked into the office but didn't say a word. Then, ding, my phone went off. The footsteps rushed closer, and in a panic, I bolted from under the desk, hands raised, begging not to be hurt. The man standing in front of me wore a red plaid shirt and a cap. "It's okay," he said. "I'm just hiding here too. Came to pick up my kid when they told me to stay put." Something felt off. Then I checked my phone. Dave had finally texted, Dude, this is insane. Some guy shot Mr. Buckley. Red shirt, red hat. Stay downstairs. I froze, looked up. The man was staring at me, catching on. Before he could react, I bolted. A gunshot rang out behind me, echoing through the basement. It missed, but barely. I made it upstairs where police tackled him at the exit. Mr. Buckley survived. The shooter had some unresolved issue with him, though nobody ever found out what it was. I'll never forget that gunshot. It's burned into my memory forever.